The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. They start the drive with Cook, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
The Vikings here hosting Green Bay in the season opener, and they've got one of those quirks in the schedule that is going to work in their favor. They play all 3 of their division home games in the first 5 weeks of the year. After Green Bay today, they'll host Detroit in week 3 and then Chicago in week 5. And this will be a Vikings first down as he gets it up past the 35. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Working out of the gun, Cousins.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 39. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left. Crossing route, rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across.
Breakaway this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. To make the play.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field. I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Play action now. Cousins. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Play fake. Cousins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week one. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Now a first down carry by Jones.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier. Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picked.
It'd be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball.
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete. The veteran tight end, Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. Rodgers going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained.
There he goes, right side. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point,
and it's now 14-0. Joseph now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
On play action, now Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go play action. Cousins. He's got a man complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 33 yards that time.
But he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
104 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Cook. And he's got room. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Joseph on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Open man, here is Cobb. And he is out of bounds right around.
They get the guard, John Runyon.
Rodgers now to throw. And